Today is June 28th, 2017, and that marks officially 1 year on testosterone for me. That is pretty intense, and I'm pretty excited about it. Um, Overall, I'm very happy with the last year and the changes, and mentally and physically, and um, I am just looking at my face and trying to see the differences in it. Uh, I'm probably going to trim this down after today or in the next couple days because it looks real patchy and doesn't connect right. So I'm probably just going to take it off and just leave my sideburns short. But I take monthly update photos, and I wanted to make sure that I had my scruff in my year picture because, I mean, kind of got to. But so, I don't know, when I initially started out on this journey with testosterone, I did a lot of research and I read a lot, and I knew a lot of things that I should expect, like physically. I also knew that everybody is different, so everybody's body gets affected by testosterone differently. Just like cis guys might not grow a beard until they're 35 or ever, or they might be patchy like this, or they might have tons of facial hair when they're 16. So it just depends. And so, it's kind of like just seeing what happens. Um, I wasn't necessarily mentally prepared for such a change. Like, I feel like anybody that goes through puberty is not really mentally prepared for it because of all the hormonal things that are happening. Um, Granted, I went through puberty when I was a teenager, and again now. So I guess I have a little bit of a heads up. Well, definitely a heads up on those teenagers that I'm twice the age of. So I guess that did help me prepare and, like, I don't know. I used to give a lot of crap to my cis guy friends for certain things, and I kind of understand now more in other ways. Um, But anyways, I'm sorry, I'm jumping off topic here. This is not planned or anything. I'm just kind of saying how I feel. Um, so preparing mentally was probably more of not necessarily a struggle, but just, I mean, at points it was a struggle to like learn basically how to reprocess all my emotions and my thoughts and my feelings and reprocess them in a way that my brain now understands with testosterone instead of with estrogen. And so that's not something that just happens overnight. Like, honestly, I'm still trying to figure out certain things, and I'm still trying to figure out how I process things. I mean, granted, I was still trying to figure that out before I started testosterone anyway, but now it's just a different aspect. Uh, So as far as like the mental changes, I mean, immediately from my first week of testosterone, I was way more confident and I felt way happier. I didn't have anxiety. Um, it was great. Like, all the mental changes were excellent. Like, I felt right, and I felt like this was where I needed to be in my brain. And I wish that I would have done that a long time ago and started tea way, way long time ago. But I guess everything happens for a reason, and I'm on this journey at this time because of something that was meant to make it that way. So, I, as far as like physically, a lot of people keep telling me that I look thinner. I'm not really losing any weight, but my body must be toning. I haven't really been exercising or eating very well lately, so it's kind of unfair that testosterone just kind of makes your metabolism speed up, even if you're not doing anything. Um, but anyways, that's a whole nother video, a whole nother time. But so we'll start from toe to head. Have a little bit of toe on my hairs. I think I had a couple toes on my hair, or a couple hairs on my toe, my big toe before testosterone, but now they're like black hairs instead of blonde hairs. Um, my legs are much hairier. There's definitely a big difference. Like, you can see the hair from far away. My hair before used to be blonde, like you couldn't even tell I had hair when I didn't shave my legs, unless you were really close, or it was like in the sunlight to where you could see the reflection, kind of like on my shoulder right here. Yeah, um, but never. That's a hell of a lot of hair. Never mind. So anyway, people say that like your skin gets tougher, or like I've heard that at least. I don't know. Like, I remember reading a book this FTM wrote, and he was talking about how he got into his first fight, and he was terrified to get punched in the face, but when he got punched, it was like he was so much stronger, and it didn't really faze him. I mean, I haven't gotten into any fights or been punched, so I don't know. But apparently, like, your skin's supposed to get, like, thicker and tougher, maybe? I don't know, but I don't really notice that or anything like that. My upper thighs are really hairy, uh, super hairy. Like, my whole body has just gotten immensely hairier, except for my face. It's just patchy. But, so as far as, like, bottom growth and genital things, if that's a problem for you, go ahead and skip ahead a little bit, because I'm going to go ahead and talk about that. But, there has been a significant change in what most people would refer to as the clitoris. I call it my dick, but basically, the it grows from testosterone, and it gets hard. It functions kind of like a dick, like a person assigned male at birth's penis would function. Um, as far as like getting hard and getting excited, it has grown, I don't know, a little over an inch, which is a pretty good. As far as like what I know or what I've heard, it's typically about 2 inches that it will grow. Throughout like your testosterone journey. But of course, with everything, everybody is different. So some people might get more than that. Some people might not get any growth at all. Um, but in regards to um, sex drive, since we're talking about genitals, my sex drive just like went sky high, skyrocketed. Like, literally, I could have sex like 7 times a day. most days for a good amount of time. Now, that was probably peaked around 3 months to 11 months. And also there was times where I was maybe like growing down there where it would make my libido extra active. And so it kind of went like up and down, up and down. And there was times where it was like really bad, and then times where it was still like way more than when I wasn't on testosterone, but less than when it's, going crazy. So, libido is a real thing, and testosterone really does affect that. So, folks that have estrogen, I'm telling you, I used to give my testosterone folks shit for being all about that sex, but I understand now, and I mean, it is, it is what it is. I think that, never mind, I got off topic. Alright, so let's keep going. My thighs and butt shape has changed. My thighs are getting smaller. I have really big thighs, and they make me pretty dysphoric. But definitely I've noticed, and I've been told that my butt looks smaller, because I had a really big booty too. So it's definitely gotten a little bit smaller, which I'm thankful for. But my thighs are still really big. But I feel like my fat distribution has started to happen a little bit. My butt. People just, like I already said, people have said that I'm looking smaller. So I don't know where the fat is distributing to, because I don't know if my belly's necessarily getting bigger, but my butt's getting smaller. So maybe it's just disappearing into thin air. Stomach, I have hairs. You can't really see them very much, but it's starting to be a happy trail. There's not a whole lot of hairs there. It's just like single ones, and it looks kind of funny. My stomach is getting hairy, but you can't really see from here. My chest, obviously, it's gone. I'm almost 6 months post-op here in a couple weeks, and I'm really happy that I got to get my chest gone fairly early in my testosterone journey, because it has helped me immensely. It's helped my confidence even more. It's helped me feel comfortable in my body. It's been really great, and I'm so thankful for that. I have like, yeah, I have like tiny bits of hair right here, and it's starting to come up my chest more, but again, you can't really see it. So, you can see it if you're up close, though. Uh, my arms, like, I guess they've gotten a little more hairy, but not really too much of a difference. Like, I have noticed, I feel like my muscles are getting stronger in my arms. And not, I guess, like, my biceps, too. I think that's biceps, but whatever. I think this is tricep, bicep. But up here, I have noticed a little bit more strength. Things that I lift are easier to lift. Like, I lift 5-gallon water jugs all the time, and that's much easier to lift than before. I didn't really get much acne, or I haven't. Let's knock on wood and hope that stays. But I didn't get really any on my chest, my butt, my back. Like some people do get that. I did get acne on my face. I am still broken out, and I still am trying to work with that. It is better sometimes than others, uh, but yeah, I guess that's just part of it. Oh, my shoulders, I have noticed that they've kind of squared out more. My muscles right here, you can like see them when I'm like doing things, and that's pretty hot. My neck, I feel like has maybe gotten thinner, but it seems thicker because of my facial hair, or I don't know. I also have these weird patches of fur, and this camera sucks for showing it, but um, it's starting to try and connect right here. That's why when I look like this, straight on, it almost looks like it connects, so you can kind of see it, but then when I turn, you can see how, okay, it's just a little bit right here that you're actually seeing right there when it's straight on. But that looks pretty cool. So I was thinking about maybe like trying to dye it, but I think I'm just gonna let it go naturally and um, just keep these sideburns because these sideburns are pretty much what has helped me pass for the last like 5 to 6 months, as well as my voice dropping so fast. Um, oh, speaking of my voice dropped, I would say, really fast in comparison to a lot of other folks that I've seen when they started testosterone. I feel like my voice was maybe a little bit deeper for somebody that was assigned female at birth, starting before testosterone. So I think that kind of helped my voice drop quicker. But I feel like around the 3 month mark, my voice did significantly drop, and then between 3 and 5 to 6 months, my voice dropped significantly again. And at that point, I was pretty much passing 100% of the time because my voice and my sideburns. So, yay for voice and sideburns. Um, but now I feel like my voice has kind of been mostly steady since about 8 or 9 months, but it is slowly still dropping. I still can't do any high pitch noises at all. If I try to do high pitch, it basically just comes out as air. Um, Although I have noticed recently a few times when I do try to do high pitch, it comes out in the pitch that I want, but it sounds like a dying animal. So maybe I'm starting to get a little bit of that high pitch back. But for now, I can only do low pitches. Um, I'm not sure if my face is really like squared off at all, but everybody that I've talked to says that my face definitely looks different, and I can kind of see it, but it's kind of hard when you like have this image of yourself that you want to be, and then this image that you see every day, and then you still like continue to see that image even though you are changing towards what you want. I don't know. But let's see here. My hair, I don't know if I've really gotten, I guess like maybe my hairline has creeped back a little bit, but my hair definitely was coming out at an alarming rate for several months. It's definitely died down now, and I'm really grateful because I was really scared, and I really love my hair, and I don't want to lose my hair. Uh, but it was coming out, and it's died down enough now to where I'm not worried about it. It's more like normal. That was why I actually dyed it, because I was gonna not dye it at all for as long as I needed to, because I was afraid that it was just falling out and I was starting to go bald already. Which, I mean, potentially I could, because that is one of the effects of testosterone. I'm just hoping that I can at least have my hair for like 5 more years or more, or 10 more years, but I don't think that's gonna happen. But that will be something that I'll cross when I have to cross that bridge. I'm not really sure what else to talk about. I guess socially speaking, it's definitely different. Like seeing how men treat other men, or people that they actually perceive as men, I guess you should say, or I should say. But yeah, it's really interesting, and being called like buddy all the time because people assume I'm like really young, and so I'm automatically their buddy because I'm a young man, according to what they see. Uh, Not people, dudes. Dudes call me that. Uh, and like people not necessarily being afraid, like feminine people not necessarily being afraid of me, but just being like weary of me or like unsure, and that makes me really sad. But I totally get it. You know, like it's the way that our society is, and I just want to like focus on doing better. I want to take my privilege now, where people see me as they see me, they assume I am a white straight man, and I want to take that privilege and I want to use it for good, and I want to stand up for people that don't have that, um, that don't have the ability, that don't have privilege. Sorry, I'm getting caught up in what I'm trying to say, but basically, I just know that besides anything else, as a white man, I can do better, and I want to strive to do better for humanity, for women, for trans people, for people of color, for queers, for poor people, you know, for anything that I can. I want to be able to use what I have, and I want to do my best. So, I guess learning and changing and becoming my authentic self has been good for me this last year, and I look forward to the future to see what else comes and what else I can do. So, I guess that's all for today. Sorry the video's been so long. It's 1 year on testosterone. I'm pretty happy about it, and it's June 28th, 2017. Rock on, my friends. This is Miles signing off.